Y'all, happy Friday. It's the weekend. It was my intention to tap into the weekend energies to see what everyone could expect. But what I'm getting is this is really expanding into the full moon in Scorpio taking place on April 23rd. Now tomorrow on the 20th, we will be entering the 7-day full moon window. That's how I perceive it. Like 3 days before the full moon being the 4th day, and then the following 3 days adding up to the rest of the 7, which is a powerful 7-day window, okay? For transformation, release, manifestation, you name it. There are no limits. Okay, so as you see, I have 4 main cards shown. I haven't looked at the other cards I have placed down. But before I get into those other cards, I did pull some clarifying energies for each of these 4 cards. Okay, so with Ascension here, that's very obvious what that means. You will be experiencing an ascending of consciousness or leveling up in some form, whether that be mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, spiritually, or multidimensionally, you name it. This ascending process, this ascension you experience, is going to trigger sudden endings and new beginnings. Look at that full moon right there. See, the full moon is serving as a gateway. It's an opening that you get to choose to walk through. There will be decisions for you to make to put things to rest. But as soon as you do so, you will instantly experience a brand new door opening. At least one door, if not 5 to 10 doors. Because usually when one door closes that doesn't serve you, seriously, like 10 more doors swing right open for you. So that's great. Great energy. And this ascension is actually, now that I'm looking at the clarifiers, you are going through a third eye activation, opening, and upgrade. You will be truly tapping into and receiving your spiritual sight like never before. You'll be able to see beyond what you've previously perceived, okay? You will be able to tap into your imagination a lot more clearly. I feel like there will be some strong clairvoyance experienced by many of you, whether you already have clairvoyance or not. Like, if you already have tuned into your gift of clairvoyance, it will be amplified. And for those of you who have not experienced that, you will be experiencing it this weekend. Okay? And this also has to do with a heart. Oh, look, there's another full moon. That doesn't surprise me. This has to do with understanding how powerful it is to direct your energy from your heart center. Because that is a powerful force. Okay? It is a magnetic force. So by utilizing your imagination, your spiritual sight, your third eye, to see your vision, and then tap into the emotion, the true vibrational frequency of what you perceive within your mind's eye, is going to create a triggered ascension a leveling up, okay? So this will be like two worlds colliding, which is really, the masculine and feminine coming into inner union within you, your inner masculine and feminine. So the mind and the heart synchronizing towards the same goal, utilizing both of those powerful forces to send out waves that will be so powerful they're going to echo back to you inevitably. This will be a powerful 7-day window to tap into this energy and ascend. So take advantage of it. So with awakening, this has everything to do, look at that. This is the Aurora Oracle by Diana. I did not know we have created the same design on our card. But this is just perfect. Anyways, this is my Ascension Oracle number 2 deck. But this awakening is going to be the initiation of your spirit. Okay? So for quite some time, probably all throughout 2023, I'm really getting the energy of June. Hold on, I just dropped a card. Around June, you've really been having this battle where you've been struggling against your spirit. Meaning the analytical mind has been blocking your connection to your spirit. So this is going to be no more. Because the spirit's going to come and penetrate through the ego, the analytical mind, and take the reins. And you're going to surrender to it. And it's going to be powerful. And look at that awakening card right there. That reminds me of like the solar eclipse portal. That is a portal right there. So by stopping the struggle of the spirit, surrendering to the full initiation and embodiment of your spirit is going to open up a portal. It's going to light a fire within you. And you're going to be ascending. You're going to be entering a whole new space. Okay, so with this is so aligned, y'all. I love it. So by allowing your spirit to be fully initiated and take the driver's seat, you will be awakening to the full understanding of the reality that spiritually guided life force energy is what creates. It is a powerful force when you are manifesting and creating from your spirit. Your spirit is eternal. It lives on forever. After you get rid of the meat suit you are currently having to carry around everywhere with you. The spirit is eternal, but this is also about, utilizing assistance and forces of spirit that is all around. The energy of spirit. Even consciously breathing in outside with the wind. Wind is spirit. Becoming one with spirit. Spirit is always present and always around. You're going to be awakening to the power of the spirit in a major, major way. And it's going to liberate you from this internal struggle, this resistance against trusting your spirit and allowing your spirit to take the reins. Because, the analytical mind is only able to perceive what's in the immediate environment, like taking in the information that's surrounding one, and the analytical mind, meaning the brain, is only able to perceive a very, very small percentage of reality. Okay? Like, there's so much that we do not see because we have not accessed the full power of our brains. Okay. So, this card right here is Breakthrough. This is really positive, y'all. So it's almost like there was like these obstacles. But the obstacles were like created by you through the resistance of feeling the need to fight against and struggle against your spirit. And not allow the spirit to, help you out and move things around. You trying to do everything on your own. The brain trying to figure everything out, which is just never going to work. So this breakthrough is going to enable you to detach from the old identity you've been clinging to, which is, being led by your analytical mind. Being too logical. And like the programming of society, the expectations, all of that. What you've been taught to believe that isn't necessarily even true. Because, it's no surprise that many of us, especially those my age and older, I am now 30, but even those that are younger than me, have come to realize most of the things that we have been taught to be true about reality has been a lie. So you're going to allow this old identity to die because it no longer serves a purpose. It's no longer helping you. It's not allowing you to progress forward. And you are going to finally let go of the attachment to it. It's almost like you didn't recognize you were still attached, clinging to this old identity. Then you're going to finally understand. And that's going to enable you to step into that new version of yourself. Again, look, there's a full moon. So this definitely has to do with the full moon on the 23rd. The 7-day window, okay? So this is going to take place. You're going to be able to recognize this because with this ascension and awakening, the smoky mirror is going to clear. You will no longer be seeing through distorted lenses. You will be seeing beyond with your spiritual sight the truth of what's been blocking you, which is gonna crack everything open and create an opening for light to shine through and you to jump right through those obstacles. And this smoky mirror clearing is also going to help you to see more clearly in such a way where you're understanding that there is no need to be restricted by the man-made concept of time. Time only exists in the third dimension on this earth, okay? And through this realization, you're going to truly believe and understand the concept that anything can happen within a second of time. It is you that creates the time delays. It is you that imprisons yourself within the time matrix. So, for example, say you're waiting on a phone call, and that phone call is taking forever. All you're doing is sitting there by the phone, looking at your phone, continuously wondering why the call has not yet come through. You're blocking it from coming through because you're focusing on the lack. You're creating a barrier from it being able to reach you. You're not able to receive that call. But if you divert your attention elsewhere and do something else, taking your focus off of that phone call coming in altogether, it will instantly come in right away, because now you've gotten out of your own way. And that, my friend, is going to be like the culmination point that enables you to rise up to higher dimensions, meaning you will be vibrating at a higher dimensional frequency, operating from the higher dimensions where things are a lot easier. There's not much struggle in these higher dimensions. Things come a lot more easily because you're able to see more clearly. Look, there are 6 candles here. So this is also reminding me of the imagination. The imagination truly has no limits or bounds, and you can either utilize the imagination in your benefit, or you can use it to create obstacles. And you're going to understand that you have been using it to create obstacles up until this point. And that's going to completely shift your approach, where you are rising up and effortlessly seeing yourself move forward. So the key is, when you're wanting something to come in for you, or you're wanting to experience something, once you see that overall vision in your mind, you want to see the very next steps that would take place. So say that you want to manifest a new car. Okay. Once that, see you receiving that car. You now have that car. What are you going to do? You're going to get inside that car, you're going to crank it up, and you're going to drive it. Where are you going to drive to? Are you going to go on trips? Like, what's next? Like, see the next steps taking place so forward progress can occur. That is a powerful tool to catapult you forward and create these breakthroughs where you're not experiencing the arrival of something because you have not allowed yourself to see progress forward, okay? So then we have inner child. And I just got the chills. Strong energy of this. Look, it's the inner child, this baby is protected by this bubble, and it's on a cloud, which we just had clouds right here. So there's this inner child healing phase coming to completion, right? And this has been an ongoing process for quite some time, where you've been in the process of releasing your fears. You may have even felt paralyzed by fear, unable to move forward. Maybe fearing the unknown, or fearing letting go of everything you've known your entire life, even though it's not serving you. Because then, what are you going to do? Who are you without all of that, right? Or fearing the unknown, like you don't know what awaits you in the unknown. But when it comes to venturing into the unknown, you can either fear the most daunting circumstances, or you can get super excited and playful about all the limitless and endless opportunities and possibilities that exist in the unknown. And that makes it so much more fun, and the fear dissolves, okay? Because fear is created by the mind. Therefore, you must be willing to unlearn fear. Fear is basically an illusion, okay? And its only purpose is to hold one back. Okay, so with this inner child healing, and through everything I've already channeled for you, you are going to feel the confidence, courage, and determination to finally take your power back from these fears that have held you back for so long. From breaking through, from crossing through this portal, from ascending higher. It's almost like a fear of attaining higher levels of success. That's going to resonate for someone. Anyways, you're going to gain the courage to take your power back. Because you're finally stepping into real truth, your core truth, and the true nature of reality and what has been transpiring, what you've been experiencing up until this point. So what I'm getting is like the solar eclipse has really opened up or lit up, I should say, truths that were hidden in the dark, surprising truths that are actually very positive, that are helping you to progress forward in a major way. So you will now know the truth. You will have your sword of truth, and you are going to aim your sword of truth in the directions that are going to support you and benefit you. And what is that? By operating through your core truth and honoring it. Embodying it. You're going to feel that fear and do whatever needs to be done anyways. So you're going to venture off into the unknown, even if you don't have certainty of what awaits you there or if you'll be successful. Because you're going to know that something great is going to meet you in the unknown. And you will never know unless you take that leap. And as long as you are holding your sword of truth, you can fight that fear. You can penetrate the smoke screens of fear, is what I'm getting at. See, the sword of truth has that light behind it, illumination. So these fears, so these fears, like this image here is making me think of fearful fears that were never yours to begin with, right? They were projected onto you. They were programmed into your mind, your subconscious mind, into your bones and DNA. That's why it's been so hard to overcome. And with this cross here, it's making me feel like you have sacrificed so much, experiencing so much, going after so many things you truly desire, because this fear made you feel paralyzed, and this was a heavy burden. But since you're gonna make those moves anyways, despite if you feel any fear, look, you're gonna walk right up the steps and realize it wasn't so bad after all. It wasn't scary at all, actually. It was all an illusion. Okay, so at this moment along our journey, this goes for everyone. We are so protected by the higher realms. See, look, the entire earth is protected. There's an umbrella over the earth, shielding the earth. There is extra powerful assistance from the spiritual realms where this protection is originating from. But you're needing to work with spirit. Once again, back to the spirit messages. Ask your spiritual team and guides for assistance. Ask for what you need in order to move forward. Ask for the courage, the strength, the bravery, the confidence to do what you need to do. Many people never think to ask for assistance in such a way where they're asking to be liberated from fears that are holding them back. But they are quick to ask for $1 million. But how are you going to attain $1 million if you have all those fears weighing you down? You just can't receive that. You know what I mean? You need to start with the basic issues that are blocking the greater things from being experienced. Now's the time to accept and welcome in support. Ask for it. All you have to do is ask and you will receive it. I promise you. Whatever you're struggling with right now, ask for help with overcoming it and moving forward, and you will experience that progress forward. I'm also getting that assistance from Spirit. Spirit is sending in helpers in your physical reality in the form of kind of like teachers and guides, soul family members that are going to be there to support you and help you along your next phase. Help you break through. They will have information. They'll have pieces to the puzzle that you were missing. And everything's going to click together. And suddenly you're going to understand the full scope, the full vision. The full vision is going to be able to form for you. Okay? And with this assistance also, your creative life force energy that's been siphoned from many different sources and forces, energy vampires, fear is being returned back to you, cleansed and purified. You're reclaiming all of your creative life force energy to embody and experience as your own, and it'll be like protected in your own sacred space, like the bubble right here with the inner child. Okay, you will experience a surge in your energy levels, and you will experience a major boost within creativity. This will grant you motivation. This will grant you, okay, I'm also seeing these grid lines. It's like it's like a net has been surrounding you. Like a frequency net, keeping you in a lower state of consciousness. That is going to be dissolved through the returning of your creative life force energy. You are going to disintegrate that frequency net, and your oh my, I never even saw that before. Look, okay, there's you right here, and then there's another aspect of you calling you to the other side, calling you to break through and penetrate this frequency net, trying to get you to become aware that it's even there, because you don't see it with your physical eyes, but you definitely experience it because you don't see a way forward. You can't figure it out because you are stuck in a certain net of consciousness that is lower in nature, not enabling you to understand the bigger picture, trying to rely on yourself for everything. So it's like your higher self, or a higher aspect, a parallel version of you, whatever you want to call it, future version of you, is surging power to you, that's granting you the extra strength as well as clarity to understand you can dissolve where you've been, and you will be set free from this limited state of consciousness. Therefore, you are going to get really freaking creative, and creative solutions are going to seem to magically appear that really have been like right under your nose this entire time. Okay, so you've been experiencing repetitive cycles over and over and over and over again because the lesson has not been learned, and this is connected to these frequency nets and your creative life force energy, what it is you're needing to do. Okay, which has really been, look, another net. You've been stuck in a consciousness frequency net trap, which you could refer to as a mental prison. You've been stuck in the prison of your own mind. Okay? And that's why these lessons have not been learned, because repeating the same thinking patterns over and over again, operating from the same belief systems over and over again, are not going to allow you to move forward, expand, or experience anything new or different. You just keep doing the same old things over and over again, expecting a different outcome, which we all know is the true definition of insanity. You're going to be liberated from these negative attachments and this mental prison. You are going to experience a whole new level of sovereignty, because your creative life force energy is coming fully back to you from all the places you have either consciously or unconsciously given it away to. It's all coming back to you, and you are going to feel vibrant and alive. And so once this happens, you're going to spend time. It's important to do this. Spend time to reflect in order to redirect your energy. Because when you step out of this mental prison, get out of your head, into your body, into the now, you will be centered once again in your heart space, so you can truly redirect the energies in a way that is going to actually allow you to learn the lesson finally and experience something new. You will finally exit this timeline loop that seemed to be never ending. Okay, you will collapse it out. You'll reach the 0 point field. You'll reach neutrality. The timeline will be collapsed out. You will be set free. And you will feel this level of freedom, because you're going to understand through the heart space, through centering yourself in the heart and understanding all we have is now. And the now moment, every now moment you're in counts. And you want to savor it fully. It is your best friend, and it is the best way you can utilize your energy in the now, because you are creating in the now with your currency of energy where it's directed, right? So this is going to enable you to truly actualize the alchemist you truly are, have always been, and will always be. Through the heart space, you will tap into ultimate truth, understand the power you truly possess in the now moment, feeling into the emotional body, not being stuck, trapped in the prison walls of your mind, unable to see beyond those walls. Tapping into the heart will open up and expand your perception greatly, enabling you to alchemize negative energies in certain circumstances into golden opportunities, golden energies, positive energies, whatever it is that you shall choose. Because now you're going to be utilizing the power of your imagination that has no bounds in a way that serves you. Look, full moon again. This ladder, you're going to climb up this ladder of ascension during this full moon phase and fully unleash the power of your imagination. And guess what? Because you are operating and emanating signals, setting waves out from your heart space, utilizing the imagination correctly. I don't want to say correctly, but in a way that serves your highest best good. All those doors that seem to be locked before, you're going to knock on them and they're going to open right up. But regardless, anytime you focus in a direction, you're knocking on a door and it opens. So keep that in mind. Because the ultimate truth is, the mind is the only limit. The only limit is the mind. That's it. And when you understand that truth, it's kind of silly to feel limited in any kind of way, because it's an illusion. Therefore, the fears that you have been paralyzed by no longer seem so daunting because they're not real. So there you go, up that ladder, trusting in the unknown, because you know something way greater than where you have been is going to meet you in the middle. You're going to enter something way better. So you're going to have such a surge of motivation to truly spread your wings and fly for the first time. Because now that you have gotten out of your head, out of your mind, over-analyzing things, trying to figure things out that the physical brain, the analytical mind, simply does not have the capacity to perceive, but yet the heart and the higher mind of your imagination, your third eye, your spiritual sight, can perceive such greater bandwidths of perception, experiences, opportunities. And you're really going to play around with that, which is going to make you aware that you can experience worlds outside of time, where time truly doesn't exist. You can go wherever you want to go. You can take yourself there with your imagination, your spiritual sight. You can feel how that experience that you're going to in your mind would feel as if it were real. And it is real when you're doing that. I want you to understand you are traveling to a parallel timeline or reality that already exists, or you would not be able to perceive that or experience such an experience. Okay? And when you are consciously and intentionally honing in to these specific locations within the quantum field, and the quantum field consists of all of creation, anything that has ever been thought of or created exists within the quantum field. You're going to put yourself in a very specific location, and by honing into that through seeing it in your imagination with your spiritual sight, feeling the emotional surges that simply seeing and perceiving that triggers, is going to begin sending out a very different and potent frequency sound wave, okay? Every thought we send out is a sound wave. Every emotion, any focus, they're all vibrations, which are sound waves. So thoughts alone are not as powerful as your imagination, the vision you are perceiving, combined with the emotional magnetic charge of the heart. Those two together create a very potent frequency. It changes into a whole different sound wave, a higher hertz and frequency, right? Okay, and so once you do that, you lock that, you're locking it in when you are imagining and feeling into something at the same time, and you're holding it there for like a minute, okay? Once that's done, you let it go, and you want to take a positive action immediately after that. It does not have to be an action based upon what you were visualizing. It simply just needs to be an action that ignites passion within you, that makes you feel good, that brings you joy, whatever that may be. Continue taking actions that are feel-good actions, and that adds momentum to what you had just created in imagination and heart together. Again, don't hyperly focus on that. Just take positive actions that bring you joy. That's it. And when you understand that and you do that, you practice doing that from moment to moment. You can even set alarms on your phone for every couple hours to remember to take a positive action that feels good. You're going to experience a timeline jump into that space of the vision you created for yourself. Okay, I haven't even gotten into the other cards. I don't even know how long this is. Sorry, guys. So, let's see. We have shift, new direction, awareness. Okay, so we already made this clear. You're going to be experiencing a major shift. Probably the biggest shift over the course of the past 7 years. Because 2017 is like really intertwined to the time now. It's almost like a correcting of timelines, getting us back on the right track where we should be, where things went a little bit off track during that period of time. So this shift in energy within you, within your conscious awareness and understanding, this awareness. So, like, this is reminding me of, like, the looking glass, a crystal ball. Seeing into your own crystal ball, you are the oracle. It's going to allow you to go in a whole new direction, a direction that is going to be fulfilling on multiple levels. The direction you have been praying for, hoping for, distraught over. It's no longer going to feel like it is a daunting task or something that is impossible or hard to do, because you're going to come into the full awareness. It is simply very easy to create this shift, and that the shift begins within you to experience the shift outwardly in your physical world. Okay? And so through this shift in awareness, you will be attaining a whole new level of mastery. I hope y'all could see that. I wasn't looking at my camera. See, this is the crown. So you are going to gain back control over your crown chakra and the thoughts you are entertaining and where you're focusing the power of your crown chakra, the mind. You're going to gain mastery over it. So you're going to easily be able to shift, because This mastery is going to enable you to be mindful and intentional with your consciousness. Understanding that your consciousness is extremely powerful and can either create or cause you to self-destruct. And this is going to enable you to really become one with your spirit and to tune into the higher spiritual knowledge and truths available for you that have always been available for you. Again, there's the cross. It's like you're now able to lay down the burdens, step off the cross of pain and suffering and sacrificing. Because now you're allowing yourself to tune into your intuition. You are paying attention by being grounded and centered to see the signs and synchronicities that are confirming your intuition, which you will not be able to deny what is being communicated to you, what's coming forth for you when you are in tune with your intuition, present in your body, able to intuit the guidance coming through, and also seeing those synchronicities outside in your outer world, confirming that. Synchronicities in your physical reality is the first stages of something manifesting in a physical way. Okay? So this is going to bring a complete end to distractive energies, focusing your consciousness in all the wrong directions that, have merely been distractions, making it impossible for you to shift or see a way forward. You're going to put those distractions to rest. They will be no longer. Okay, so let's see. We have divine intervention. We have lessons again. Okay, so the divine is going to be intervening in order to help you. This might be done through your request of help. I don't know. But look, there we go again with the crystal ball. Okay, this is coming through. So with the awareness that you gain, the awareness that's coming through is divine intervention. It's a little bit of like a boost, assistance, like a permission slip to expand more easily so you can move forward, okay? Understanding the power you harness to create, shift, have whatever it is that you're desiring to experience, right? And maybe you weren't even clear on the lesson that was wanting to be learned, but you knew there was a lesson that had not been completed. You knew there was unfinished business. This is now going to be illuminated through you understanding it is you that is the source of what is being created and projected outwardly around you, your experiences. It all starts within you. Okay? And it's like, through learning this lesson, you're going to completely end a significant chapter and turn to a whole new chapter. And in this new chapter, you will be granted higher understanding and knowledge, okay? And through you even coming into this awareness, you will be finally reclaiming your power back from all of those distractions, from things siphoning your life force energy, from fears, etc. You're also reclaiming your power over your shadow aspects, because you're no longer being unconsciously driven by your shadow aspects, lacking awareness of these parts of you. You are accepting all aspects of yourself, and they are coming into unification. and you are granting yourself grace and compassion about this and understanding the importance of all of these parts of you. And this is going to allow you to step into and harness, fully embody your true self-worth, understand how worthy you are and have always been. You are abundantly worthy. Okay? So to clarify here, look at there. Divine intervention, detour. So you may experience some kind of detour, mix up, whatever, that is on behalf of the divine in order to put you in a position for your awareness to expand. Okay? And when you experience this detour, you can either get frustrated and mad and blame the external, etc. But keep in mind, this is a test. This is a test to put into action all you have learned so far when it comes to your worth and your power. Are you going to reclaim your power? Are you going to recognize that you harness power within you to shift circumstances? And that you are worthy of this power and utilizing it. And the test will be, are you going to ground it in and embody it? Are you going to truly step into the actualization of the alchemist you are and turn something crappy into gold? I'm also getting here with the pencil. You can erase the old narrative and begin writing something new. Pay attention to numbers at this time. Some of you may be decoding numbers through maybe gematria, or, like with the alphabet, each letter equals a number. Something is significant about numbers. Pay attention, they're guiding you. Okay? They are alerting you to some kind of pattern. Okay, so you're going to be tested whether or not you're going to reclaim your power and embody this worth. Wake up from the amnesia and be the alchemist you are, so you can finally unshackle yourself from victim mentality, realizing you are not a victim. You have merely been operating from a belief that you are a victim, which is creating an illusion that you are powerless. And through that simple awareness, you can let that belief go that is not serving you and replace it with a new belief that is supportive, that you are powerful and you are worthy and you are free to do and go and shift as you please. This is going to require you to set boundaries with yourself and your mind, where you're giving your time, energy, and attention. Also, set boundaries with others, because as you are reaching this new level, you will find that other people are feeling this shift from you, and they're going to cling on to you, because they either want to hitch a ride where you're going, or they want you to remain where they are. And this is most likely done unconsciously. It's not in a malicious way. But you might want to keep things private about whatever it is you're working on and the breakthroughs that you are experiencing, so that you can move through this a lot more smoothly. Because this victim mentality, and I'm also getting like lack mentality, as well as like confusion, like gaslighting yourself type of deal, has been this is like a karmic contract that you've been bound to. It's like almost like a vow. You vowed to this, and now you're going to untie yourself, you're going to unshackle yourself, You're going to take the keys to the handcuffs and set yourself free because you're reaching the end of the road. You've learned the lessons. You know the truth now. It's time for the contract to end once and for all. It's long overdue. And you can do it. Okay, so you will find yourself at a crossroads. You can go in one of two directions. And these directions, you can either take the road of the ego, allow the ego to take you down one of these paths, or you can tune into your infinite intelligence within you, your intuition, your inner knowing, and allow it to guide you down the road that will be of greatest service for you and to you. Because you're being offered a fresh start. Look, again, the full moon. So you're going to want to not listen to the ego. You're going to want to trust your inner knowing. What you feel to be true within, even if it doesn't make logical sense about going down a certain path, rather than maybe a path everyone else is taking, because it's very logical to take that path. You're going to want to take the road less traveled and trust yourself. You'll be grateful that you did, because that's going to ensure that your roots are firm, and therefore you will have a sturdy foundation, and you will grow up from the ground and expand out further and further. Whereas if you take the path of the ego, you will be stuck in the mind and just like so lost and caught up in everything around you in a cycle that's completed. It served its purpose. That's pi right there, which is the circumference of a circle. Staying stuck in something you have already learned from. There's nothing more to learn from this road or that path. Doing the same old things, going nowhere. Basically spinning in circles. Or do you want to experience growth, stability, security, abundance, the power of your inner knowledge and intelligence? Okay, so this is going to require you to choose your direction. What direction are you wanting to go in? Do you want to be free, or do you want to be stuck and confused where you've always been? Do you want to go towards your bliss, your passion, your joy? Because you're being called to choose a direction, and you must choose. There is no wrong choice, but there are consequences for whatever choice or path that you decide to take. Okay? So this is an opportunity to take a risk, to bet on yourself. Immediately, 6 and 6 is standing out to me, the number 12. And these two are 6 is the energy of balance. So like, as above, so below. Then the number 4 represents solid foundations, right? The number 5 represents change. And the number 3, representing the Trinity, the unification of your mind, body, and soul. Meaning that unification has your mind, body, and soul all operating in the same direction, on the same page, in the same book, towards the same goal. Bet on yourself, because you will be successful. You can either take this opportunity and take the risk, or take the path of the ego and continue being blindfolded and paralyzed by fear, trapped in that same prison of the mind, which you already know is not very big. There's not much room for you to get around within this prison. There's simply 4 walls that you cannot see beyond. And you literally have a blindfold on. You're unable to see a way out when you are operating from fear. So this is your opportunity to take the risk and listen to yourself, okay? The Prestige series is standing out to me. Okay. Sorry, I was reading what these little books say. Okay, so you're going to want to really tune in and listen. And I'm also getting that you're going to want to listen to specific brain wave frequencies, high vibrational sound frequencies, okay? It's going to help you greatly with accessing answers, solutions, clarity, direction, where you will have no doubt whatsoever on the path you should take, okay? Because you will be tuning into the infinite intelligence within you, not looking externally for someone to show you the way or tell you the way or teach you the way. The way is within you. The answer is within you. You are the key. You are the key. You hold the answers. So listen. I apologize, I got a phone call. The answers are within you. The answers are within you. Grab your key and unlock them, because it's going to grant you magnified clarity, crystal clarity on the bigger picture at play. You will see so much clearly. So much will be illuminated. The path will be illuminated. You will know exactly what to do.